laughs, toys, a little more. Streaming my world, no script, just me for sure. Cheeky takes, good vibes. Come and see all the fun, the stories hanging casually. Talking collectibles, highs and lows. Where it goes, nobody knows. Talking collectibles, highs and lows. Where it goes, nobody knows. Be there for. You already know what the B stand for. Bright light, toys, a little more. Streaming my world, no script, just me for sure.
Wow, every time I see that, I'm like, what a crazy person I am. Anyhow, thank you. Welcome to, you already know what the D stands for. One of my favorite trolls said that to me when I was streaming once. I know what the D stands for. I was like, well, that's going to be the name of my next stream, baby. But got Mr. N-PUT with me. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm alive.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't been doing our toy stream. Like I said, I want to get back in the swing of things soon. I just, I was trying to tell an off stream, not get too personal, but just got some stuff going on and just trying to get kind of like some of the stuff like that figured out on my end. And then I can do this again. Because even with Brett, we streamed. I was supposed to do a stream with Brett like every other Monday, I think, or something. So trying to get that going too. But he's been working a lot. And I had Norbs on. Did you see any of that stream I did with Norbs?
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it.
Yeah, it was all right. It was fun to hang out with Norbs. Didn't get the chance to barely go one-on-one with him much, so it was fun.
Yeah, Norbs hates me. So
yeah, just like everybody else. Except my mother. She loves you, and she always talks highly of you. Always. She loves you. But she does. But yeah, no. Hey, how's it going, Robert? Yeah, Robert. How'd you say that? Am I saying Robert?
Robert Range.
Yeah, Range. Nice.
7904.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
But yeah, no, just been chilling. Like I said, I haven't got that much lately. Like we did the stream with what's his name, Brett, and we showed some stuff off, but. Yeah, you picked up? Did you? Was that new thing? Was that new? What you bought when you sent me that Punisher thing, or is that new?
Yeah, that So I got my Mayfex Punisher in the mail.
Hey, Robert, thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rob, that fucking thing is dope as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
share this on the thing.
Like I had, so my quintessential definitive Punisher figure has been the Toy Biz Marvel Legends one from Wave 4. And like I bought the Hasbro ones and they were just like meh, like whatever. They didn't feel like that good of an upgrade or whatever. It was like, like if you didn't have, for me it was like if you didn't have Wave 4, you could get this one and it's whatever, was what it was kind of thing. And so that's what it was for me. And the ones that like the new Hasbro ones, everyone's going ape shit for, the 2-pack ones and all, it was like this, like always like but the Mayfex one feels like a true genuine update to that Punisher. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. Like it feels like an update to that Toy Biz one, and it feels like an update to that Toy Biz Marvel Legends era. And it's a really, really clean, really good figure. And it's based on, some of the early designs and whatnot of Punisher. And I know a lot of people were like, gritting teeth face and he's not angry looking enough and stuff. And it's like, well, Punisher really wasn't that angry per se back in the day,
yeah, I think more stoic than angry, but
yeah, like a lot of people have kind of don't remember or, whatever you want to call it about early days of Punisher, and but he comes with 2 trigger finger hands. Like he comes with 4 trigger finger hands, I should say. And I'm not sure why. It's kind of a weird option. I think like I think one handle on a gun is bigger than the other handle, so that's that's what they're there for. But all the guns fit in the trigger finger hands that I'm using right now. So um I don't know, but yeah, really, really awesome figure, really cool figure.
That's
And
cool.
that'll be my Punisher. That's it.
Yeah, I know. It's weird because I kind of it's weird like that new Moth. I think it's Mafex or Mafex Wolverine. I don't know. I kind of like the one from the one I just got, like the Game Reverse one, more because it's like so bulky and crazy looking.
Yeah.
The other one looks kind of plain, and then yeah, like, but it's still cool. Like, I'm sure if I saw it in person, like, you'd see the difference in the plastics and shit and the coloring. It'd probably be better, right? But it's like I said, like, it's like I love that new Psylocke Marvel Legend because I got more of like the realistic human face, but I also want that new one because it's kind of got more of that like anime, like video game style face, right?
Right.
So yeah, I hope it Hasbro brings Punish. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah, it'd be fun. Like, yeah, it's just different for all. Like some I really liked from Mayfax and shit, and then some I liked the other. So it's a hard mashup. Like the Marvel Legends that have the really gummy, horrible legs are atrocious because I was like going up and setting a whole bunch of them. But some of them, like I said, if I really liked that I had, right? But it's so hit or miss. Like the just the the not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
Standard.
there's not the same like consistency or
Yeah,
whatever. Like,
consistency, yeah.
there's a Barbie store at the mall that I work at, and the owner's got like she started selling off pieces of her Marvel Legends collection, and she brought in the retro carded Apocalypse, and I was like, oh man, yeah, that's cool. I want him. I'm gonna check it out or whatever. And I start messing around with the joints, and I was like, yeah, never mind. I don't want him. Like, I was really hyped for that figure when I saw him. It was going to be an instant buy, but as soon as she took him out of the case and the joints just felt like they were really gummy, and like I felt like if he stood up, he would eventually like everything from the knee down would start to spread out and warp and whatever,
Some do, some don't. Some are way worse than others. It's just like so hit or miss. Like the consistency is just like, right. And like I said, the Jada toys, man, they're really good. Like I know I got so many of her, the camis, right? But like, for what they are, this price point, still pretty cool. And the face is great on her. Yeah, it's got kind of the bigger hands, it's like little stylized look, but like the face, like I know it's a little kissy face or whatever, hard to see, but like it's just the style of the like, you know what I mean, for what you get. So figures can be done pretty well, and like this is tight, good plastic, not gummy at all,
right?
Like there's give to it, but it doesn't feel cheap, and it doesn't feel like gooey,
Yeah,
and they're just fun. So like, yeah, you stuff like that. Like there's ways to do it at like multiple price points that are good, right?
Yeah, and that's why I stopped getting like stuff new. If it comes through the mall and I can check it out, or at a toy show or something, then I'll buy it. I'm not like the worst feeling in the world for me is to get a figure that you're really, really hyped for from any company, and that be the figure that has the bad feeling plastic. Like it lets you down, like in a really bad way. It's like bad joints, gummy joints in the case of Hasbro's, or like it may not come with the accessories or an alternate hit or whatever the case may be that you wanted.
Dark Star Spider going with Lilith. Totally sucks.
Yeah, they're doing Darkstalkers, and their first figure is going to be Lilith. But the problem with Lilith on that the way that they designed her, it's definitely a pre-tool for Morrigan. And so Lilith the figure has this really small head.
Yeah, that she didn't look as good. I mean, hopefully the Morgan looks better, because that one, like the face looked weird on that broad.
Yeah, the Morgan is gonna look really good on that body. It's just Lilith is not the size of Morgan, so
yeah, its head looks so weird on that Lilith.
Yeah, like she's way, way out of proportion. Her head's so small, and then like the neck really long, and
the neck or something. Yeah, because what is that?
Yeah, like her neck's long, her head's small, the legs are real long, her torso is long. It's
Yeah.
a body for a grown ass woman who's wearing high heels with a small head. That's what it is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it just did not look normal to me. Like I said, like
Yeah.
I'm a huge Morgan fan, so I mean I'd love to see that done. Like I said, those Jada figures, they do the women's faces pretty darn good. So I'd be happy to
Yeah.
see that done well, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jada's
he's too good, man. I show him off all the time, but like the Vega or whatever, it's just done so well.
yeah, Vega's pretty good.
Yeah, you never see enough of him. Like so, like you know what I mean. To get something like this, pretty decent actually. Like this is cloth or whatever. It's got like
Yeah, it's wired.
yeah, wired and shot shit. So yeah, yeah, it was
Yeah, there's
two of her as well. Like so that's cool too.
there are toy companies out there that give you your money's worth, give you a really good bang for buck, and then there are
Yeah.
companies out there that just, you know, rest on their laurels, you know, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, totally. Some stuff is just like kind of hit or miss, right?
Right.
Kind of hard to figure it out, but yeah, so when they do a good job, if I could find that, it's called Dark. What is it? Dark Stars.
Stalkers, Dark Stalkers. It was arguably Capcom's second best fighting game that they've ever done.
Yeah, because that's like a freaking anime. Where's the figure? Yeah, I have that other one. I'll show you the one I have. Yeah, this it just looks weird. I'm gonna show it on screen just because of how bizarre it looks. Share screen. Share something appropriate. No, we won. Okay. Yeah, this one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it just looks odd, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like it's not like
Morgan's
her
more
arms are
busty
real
usually,
long.
too, like usually, right?
Yeah, I don't know what Storm was thinking here with this one. Like
Uh-huh.
it's definitely, like I said, it's obviously a pre-tool for their Morgan.
Yeah, they'll change it up a bit for the Morgan, but yeah, it's just odd. Like I said, and then like what was this? Yeah, this is kind of different. That's expensive though, because it's 1/4 scale.
Yeah.
Interesting. I have this one. It's more of the what's his name? The
Bushido.
yeah. I have this one. It's really cool. It's really pretty. Like it's really like they've done a really good job on it. I just love the eyes on it. And it's a silly face, you know.
Yeah.
Got that at Toy Traders for a lot cheaper than that, so that's cool.
Is that Storm Collectibles or Storm Arena, Lilith?
This is Storm Collectibles. This one.
No, but click it. So what line is it from them? Can you scroll down?
Yeah.
1/12 scale. Yeah, so that's their Storm Arena. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Weird. Like, what else one was I looking at before? Just I never bought it. I think it's not this one. Because this is an actual figure right now. It's not that.
That's a little statue.
Yeah, there was like this one they had. I think it's now. It looked really strange as well. Maybe it's sold out now. Yeah, this one, like the face on it just looks so weird.
Yeah, that's the Storm Collectibles one. That one's I think that one's like 7-inch scale, 7.5-inch scale, something. It's bigger.
I wanted to like it, but like I said, there's something off about the face, man. It looks like a deer. Like the eyes are too far apart or something.
And that one's not game accurate either.
No.
Like her body is kind of stylistically proportioned and stuff. So
yeah, this one's very strange as well. But like I said, like good figure for like maybe a bit more like in the gamer style or whatever, right?
Yeah,
be cool. Because like I said, that one I have the Bishop one. Like I don't really do tons of statues, but like of characters like that, I don't mind ones I really like. So yeah, and there's this cool stuff, man. I love that stuff of her like 8-bit graphics of her they have and stuff. It looks really decent, man.
Yeah, I think as far as Morgan goes, they're gonna. I don't know. They're gonna have to stick the landing with her and Lilith.
Yeah.
Lilith being the first one out of the gate is a really bad choice.
Yeah, it's an odd choice. That's what I thought. Just like if you were gonna do that, you better do it like 100% right. So
yeah, like she could have been in a 2-pack or something. I don't know. Like
just even like get to nail the look too. I think like perfectly. Now this is
Yeah.
interesting because, like I said, we can jump all over the place on this stream because this is a downtime hangout. But they got like that. These ones come with the stickers. This is a Chinese Transformers 3-pack exclusive.
Okay, that's cool.
86 guys. So yeah, you can see like you can add the stickers on if you want.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, give them more toy looks.
Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah, Rob's right about that. Like they could have gone Felicia, Dimitri, Morgan.
Yeah.
Man, you could have gone Victor as well.
Yeah, Felicia, come on. Yeah, like come on. Felicia would have been like, if you nailed Felicia right off the gate, that would have been people would have been bumping. That would have been like that could have gone like easily super viral, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See,
Easily.
like they're riding high because of their Street Fighter Alpha stuff. And like that Lilith is making people pump the brakes a little bit. Like, whoa, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. How does, like, you came out swinging with the Alpha stuff, but like the Darkstalker stuff, whoa, now, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, weird, right?
Yeah, which sucks because Darkstalkers doesn't get a whole lot of love anymore. So
no.
But this sticker sheet's pretty cool. I do appreciate what they've done here, you know, being, you know, toy overtuned type of guy. What's up, Raz?
Do you like the face, man? Hey, Raz, what's up? You went to TF Con last weekend, I think, or the weekend before, right? Yeah, weekend before. So
nice.
In Toronto. I was telling him, man, we want to go out there for sure next year. I'm gonna make it happen. So
yeah,
it'll be fun. See him and such. But yeah, this guy, like, I don't know. Do you like? How do you feel about the head sculpts they gave these guys? Like, do you like the frown on him?
Well, can you zoom in? Can you get a better? I mean, it looks fine. It looks like a Seeker. I think I don't really. I truthfully, I don't see anything wrong with the head sculpts here. I know.
Yeah, but do you like the because they gave him the kind of smiling this time, Thundercracker and Starscream, just the smirk that goes well with him, right?
Well, I mean, if people are complaining, like, you know, he's supposed to have a smile and this, that, or what, like, who's supposed to be this and who's supposed to have that, and like, you know, like, dude, like, I hate to be that guy, but like, dog, you're gonna buy all three of them, so swap the fucking heads and quit bitching.
Yeah, you can. Some,
you know,
easier.
Like, that's really about it, man. You know, like, I don't. Hasbro does these weird things where they'll do like alternate heads in these multi-packs sometimes, like they did in that Target 4-pack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had like alternate heads and you could swap out and have a toy head, tune head, whatever. But then they don't do it, you know, and they set these weird little precedents. Like, if you want Starscream to have a smirking head, right, then like, don't buy it, because this isn't going to be the only time they release this mold. There's going to be a Coronation set. There's going to be a toy color set. There's going to be a G2 version. There's going to be like whatever. Okay. Like, you know, just you don't have to buy it.
No,
you know?
But I hope they do the G2 one, because they haven't done the white G2 one in a long time now.
I don't think they've done one like a
modern one, right? Really?
I don't think Hasbro. The last time we got a G2 colored one was BotCon. And I don't give credit to Hasbro for any of the BotCon figures, because that's like Pete Sinclair and them, right? Yeah. Like designing them and stuff, right? So
they have done a lot of new BotCon homages lately, so
yeah, but they haven't done a G2 Starscream.
No, not in the official.
Right. They haven't. Hasbro hasn't done a G2 Starscream since G2. So the last one, like I said, the last one that we got on that the early 1000 Seeker mold was done from either Collector Club or BotCon. I wouldn't say Collector Club. So
this is kind of interesting. It says that they're doing that Grizzle or whatever. Guzzle, yeah. Transformers Universe, I guess, or what was it from?
Guzzle's G1.
Yeah.
He's a Micromaster.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're doing Age of a Prime Voyager?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Then IDW. They're going with the IDW version then.
That's what I meant, sorry. Yeah. So it's not the G1 one really then, right?
Probably not. It might be like G1 inspired in terms of like, say, coloring or whatever, but But it's definitely, truthfully, if you're going to do guzzle, the IDW one is probably the way to go.
Yeah, I wish they give
Um,
the sound pack. They definitely won't, these cheap asses nowadays.
yeah, right.
But yeah, you wish they would. Was it pack a while back? I think Make Toys did do a pack for that one. I can't remember. They did something. Someone did an add-on for it. I remember because yeah, they had it at Toy Traders. I have most of the ones that you can get like pretty easy. I'm missing like the red one now, and they have all these new colors, but I have multiple blues and greens. I should have bought that. I saw the G2 Starscream at the toy show, $170. And I just already blew my fucking so much cash. So
Yeah, I've got that Make Toys G2 Starscream, but
oh,
I
you
don't have
do?
a. Yeah, but it didn't come with a backpack or anything.
No, it didn't originally come with one, but I think someone made like maybe it was a 3D printed or it was one of the just like one of the whatever third party line stuff.
Okay.
So there was something that someone made for it. Pictures. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Might have
Yeah,
been 3D
sorry, Rob, I
printed.
misread what you were asking.
Yeah, it might have been like, yeah, it didn't come with it, but yeah. If you ever want to sell that, let me know. Oh yeah, these just who cares?
I don't know what those are. What are those?
Hot Wheel figures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are out like
No, you can keep going on those.
yeah, it's just ridiculous. That's the pack, which look cool, like the packaging, but mostly want to touch on.
Wait. So those three, that's a 3-pack.
Yeah, for Toys R Us.
And so what I gathered is like people are upset because like Thundercracker's smirking and Starscream's not.
I don't know. I think that's the head they gave them anyways, but I just wonder what your opinion was like with the faces, because there's always people.
Well, like
losing
if people are complaining and it's in a 3-pack, just swap the heads. Like I don't understand what
I
the
know.
complaint is at that point. You know?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
So okay.
Face
I don't
off. Yeah, these, I don't know. I would not buy these, man. Like, this is that stuff that, like, I know some people like them. I know they're doing the other set too. Like the guy, like that, there's got the Megatron, but they also have like the other guys that go on them. Did you see like the other guy, like the guy that came with Metroplex, his little guy, and then the other guy looks cool. The Decepticon bad guy, I can't remember his name, but he's translucent purple.
No, I didn't see those.
Yeah, those guys actually look okay, and then they form onto these guys. You can see it right there.
Okay. So wait, is that the Siege Optimus that you're using?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I know, weird. And not Siege Megatron again, right?
Yeah.
Which is unbelievable. Like, I would pass these up in a second. I'd even those guys, like, I know it's the guy that comes with Metroplex, like, supposed to come with him, the little guy. And then, there's the other purple. I can't remember if he's just one of the guys at Parts Forms, but he looks cool in that color. Like, he really does. But it's just, like I said, it's just another easy pass for me, because it's like, I don't want to buy this mold again. I don't want to, even though it looks cool and you probably see it and get that FOMO shine when you see it, but I'm just so sick of that,
Out of all of the Optimus Prime molds that they have, they reused that one.
Yeah, I just think because of the ports, because you put all the pieces on. It's like from the Siege era and all that.
I mean, I guess, but like you could have just drilled some holes into like MP44 or whatever.
Yeah,
like, or not MP, whatever the 86 Optimus or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like,
no, they're just doing it because, like I said, just simpler. Like, it goes together, but just easy pass. These are interesting little bots. I mean, I'm not really into them, but I mean, the Soundwaves looks hilarious.
That's kind of crazy. They're still doing bots. All
yeah,
right.
Megatron actually turns into a gun.
Jeez. Come on, guys. He can't be a gun again.
Yeah, now he's a gun, baby.
He's a gun again.
Optimus is a coffee, Bumblebee a juice box. I think that's supposed to be Rumble as the Decepticon logo, and then Bone Crusher, I think, and Grimlock and Starscream, and RC and Soundwaves like an iPad of some sort. But yes, here's a gun again. Hey, Brick Builder Prime, how you doing?
Hey, Brick Builder.
Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Yeah, so I don't know. I know bots still. You know what? They have bots in the dollar stores now in Canada. Like a whole bunch showed up here. Of course, Art was buying them like a maniac. make sure you go to every store to get it.
No.
I know. No, I said
No.
no. I'll get a couple, and then more of the prototype for this, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. That's fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did he ever have another color? Like, did he ever have a?
Nope.
He never had a recolor, right?
Nope. That's it. Just blue and pink.
Yeah, so it's like, what would they ever do with that? But I mean, I don't care. Like, I'm so excited for this. Like, it looks so good. Like, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Takara
And see,
really,
this is like Takara's,
mm-hmm.
engineering here. Like we've seen Takara here in recent years. We've seen them at their worst. We've seen them on Hasbro's budget, and now we're getting to see them really shine again with Transformers with this one. And yeah, with Galvatron here, and yeah.
Yeah, it's just cool, like you said. Like, it just looks like heart went into it. Did paint job probably better from Takara, so it's just cool. Like, just and like I said, another era of stuff being done like better,
right.
And just like that's it. Like, these deeper, better cuts, so much better. So
yeah,
much better. Something new, something fresh.
I will say the only thing that worries me about that figure is his hips. Like I would assume that they're ratcheted to help hold the weight of his upper body. But it looks like the teeth on the ratchets might be a little spread out too far, so he's gonna have that really wide A stance.
Yeah.
Or like a really like just stiff up and down. Like, there's not gonna be a small slight A stance that you can get with him. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, like I said, some of the plastics they've been using, like, this is a prototype, so maybe they just have them stand on like cheaper plastic, right? But like I said, some of that denser new plastic that Hasbro's used, especially in the Onslaught, like, it is a lot sturdier. So over time, too, right? Could bend.
Yeah, have they shown him in colors? Like,
not yet, no.
Colors? Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see the shades they pick for him.
When they do that, we'll have to do a stream like on the Cybercast. So this is just kind of fun to catch up and just kind of go all over the place today, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What was this? The superheroes. What else? I was thinking about other things still. All the Transform comics. Yeah. Oh, this was cool. They're giving this away at the Blue Jays games in Canada. You go to the Blue Jays if you're in Ontario. You can go get this hat.
Oh my god!
Swap out Optimus Prime.
That's kind of lame, dude.
Yeah. Toronto, I don't know. They're doing whatever to bring the fans in. Now they're doing Trans Night, right?
Dude.
Pride Night. Now they're doing Trans Night. Yeah, he did, man. He looks so good. They go. But get your Transformers hat. Oh, too funny. Skybound. I want to find those Seekers. Where the hell are they? How much news has gone by? Oh, yeah, there is listings for new Coneheads. Conehead Superior.
And like I said, hey, they're going to keep doing them. Every mold, every time. You just got to wait. You'll be okay.
I got rid of all my Coneheads, basically. I don't care. It's just like, no, I'm not having all those in both. And getting rid of them when they go really cheap. So people paid good money for the ones I got rid of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be out soon.
And weren't they doing I thought he was going to be in a 2-pack. Like, I know they were doing a single card release for him, but I also thought they were doing a 2-pack with Optimus and Jetfire.
No, really?
I thought so. Maybe that's like a Korean exclusive or something. Maybe, I don't know.
That's cool. They might. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with everything.
No, we haven't talked about the Rainmakers yet, Rob. Not yet.
Yeah, we're getting to them.
Yeah, she's scrolling trying to find them.
Yeah, there's not much else. Like I said, we're trying to focus on everything. The BotCon thing was cool. Here they are.
There they are.
We've been waiting for. And like I said, I'm super highly impressed. I thought there was way more pictures. Oh yeah, okay. Well, let's just get them all together first. But yeah, it's cool that they're doing Nova and what's his name?
Sunstorm and Nova Storm, Acid Storm, Ion Storm. Yeah. Man, this piqued my interest in Transformers again. Like, I love Sunstorm.
I know.
And I love that they went with the bright orange or the dark orange and the brighter orange and stuff. For
Yes,
him.
I know. Yeah, and like I said, the Nova Storm or whatever with the white, is that the one, or yeah,
No,
or,
Sunstorm's the one in orange with the white.
yeah,
Nova Storm,
Sunstorm, the old one. Yeah, like he came
yeah, the
before.
all
Right?
yellow one. It's Nova
Yeah,
Storm.
yeah. So, but yeah, the one with the white, so sick. Like that old school. Like I just love it. I'm so happy. Like, and yeah, made to order, which is nice, right? You don't have to pay up front right now, and yeah, it's not. Yeah, you can just buy it if you want it, and if you don't, you know.
Yeah, I do wish that this was, and the made to order thing is always. This is my problem with HasLab, fundraising anything, not just HasLab, but fundraising anything. This is my problem with made to order, whether it's Hasbro, Mattel, Mayfix, I don't care. Is that you don't get a product, you don't get a review before you get the product, right? So you're buying this blindly and keeping your fingers crossed that you're going to get a really good product. And
Yeah.
the thing that worries me about this is we've already seen this countless times with all of their made to order products, all of their HasLabs. They all have something wrong with them, like a massive QC issue.
Well,
That
yeah, I
been
would
solved
say
from the
all. Like
get-go.
I'd say like that's flawless, man. That Lyle Kaiser I have and the Death Source for mine are like they're flawless. Like they're great. Like they're above tier. What I would say for what I got, you know.
Yeah.
Just because of how, and like I said, these guys, it's like, okay, if it was like a weird, I can agree to a point with you because it's like, yeah, if you don't know the mold, you don't know the thing. But I mean, if you have the original like Skywarp, it's like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of know what you're getting for the most part. So just hopefully they're that good new plastic and they come in the right colors and you get ones that aren't, you know, shittily painted.
And I'll say this too, like,
So
you
I don't
know,
mind it for this.
and I'll say this, man. Okay, first of all, I don't feel like $150 for this is really a bad price. I mean, I haven't
No.
kept up. What's Starscream's price at retail? Like $40?
Yeah, in Canada it's like $50-something.
Right? But like US, I think like because these are what Voyager class.
Yeah.
And I think Voyager class, I saw one at GameStop was like $45. So we're hitting like $50 here, right? So you know, buying all four like this, like it doesn't seem like that's a bad price, you know?
No. And like I said, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from for sure, man. Like some of it, like, you know, some stuff you just can't. Like there, if it is made that way, like, yeah, you're gonna have to take a risk. You don't know how it's gonna feel or transform for sure. But like I said, once you already, you know, if you had this figure, you know the mold. You just hope it's painted well, right? Because you can't, it's not gonna be easy thing to return, and you just hope it's like in the same vein of what you already have, right? So the risk is like more minimal, you know.
Yeah,
which is good. I think it works for this, and like, yeah, the pricing's actually decent.
Yeah,
I have Premium Pulse. I doesn't do much for me. I pay for it though, like a lot of things. But yeah. Hey, what's up, E-Man?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah, Raz even ordered it, and he said he usually doesn't order just everything anymore either, which I don't want to either.
Yeah, I really just truthfully, I just want the set for Acid Storm and Sunstorm. And then that's basically it. But yeah, Rob's right. That's like $37-$38 a bot instead of 45. So
yeah,
you know. But yeah, I mean, what's really cool,
cheaper. It's actually a lot cheaper, E-Man, than yeah.
And what's really cool, what I really like about this too, is like, you know, you get essentially like a small army. You know, you don't like. Let's just say you have just the Starscream and you don't have anybody to go with him, and you do, you know, and you don't want to hunt everything down. You don't want to do this. You know, you can just boom, there you go. That's it. You know. Yeah, Raz says, do a custom to sell in Yellow Jacket with the other two input. Yeah, dude, I totally could.
Yeah.
Man, I think Yellow Jacket on that new mold, on that Ion Storm, or not Ion Storm's the blue one. Damn, I'm brain farting on the yellow one. I just said his name.
Nova Storm? Ion or no?
Ion's the blue one. Nova Storm.
Nova, yeah.
Yeah, Yellow Jacket on that Nova Storm. Yeah, that would look really good, Raz. I like that.
Yeah, or your
Okay.
green one on one of them, and like yeah, fucking even the pinky that you made me on one of these would be great too. Like yeah, Seekers are fun. Like I said, the risk, like I said, like you said, the price, man, the price is actually decent. Like they're cheaper than retail, and for Canada now, free shipping. So, I mean, if you got the extra, you can do it. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and they look nice.
I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed that Hasbro's,
What's up, Blair?
decided to do this. I'm not. I I'm impressed that Hasbro did this. I'm impressed that they gave a Sunstorm out of all, out of all the welcoming committee. They did do the fourth member.
Finally,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, like I don't really. The only thing that I have anything bad to say about this is that it's a made to order whatever thing, and that's it. Like everything else is a
Yeah.
positive, and that's a really good thing. You know.
Yeah, I like it. I would like stuff like I like the option to get stuff like this without it, like because you're not gonna find this like anywhere like where I live anymore, right? Like there's nowhere to shop, so
Right. Right. And
it's
that's the thing. Like the world we live in now is like you can't really go to Target anymore. You have to go through like BBTS or Amazon or whatever, like to get whatever you want.
yeah, like I'd be more pissed too back in the day. Like, yeah, if I still had the Toys R Us here, we had the Target, the Walmart, and this is still made to order. It's like, even if it is like SKU they don't want to use or whatever bullshit kind of excuses they have, or technical things that come into play. But it's just nice to like, when there's so many options, you'd want to see it, right? But right now, like especially where I live, like the only thing is the GameStop or EB Games now, whatever it identifies as these days. But like, and that's it. Like if that's your option. Like otherwise, like yeah, I'm ordering from CMD, which I love. I'm ordering from Raz's 10% off at DJ Collectibles.
It's DJ D Collectibles.
Yeah, DCC Collectibles. Use hashtag Raz, whatever. But I do, and it's like it's all good. It's just like, but like yeah, it just comes to that point where it's just like. You do miss the going out and stuff. But yeah, it's so crazy, man, nowadays. Like the summer where I live right now, the old town's packed full of tourists, and it's not even fun to go out.
Well, and what's cool about this set too, like what's cool about the made to order thing and all that stuff is like you don't pay until it ships, right? So if you don't have the money now, just pre-order it and, keep putting $20 away here, $10 there, 15, whatever it is. So you don't really like this. Basically what I'm saying is like that 150 doesn't have to intrude on your life. You can save up or after you've ordered it, you have enough time to save that 150 up.
Yeah.
So it's not intrusive,
Yeah, that's what I like about it too. Like I said, and like, yeah, there's always been some stuff for that in this. And like I said, this is perfect for that, I find. Like I said, you already know what the mold kind of is. And yeah, you can kind of expect what you're going to get in a sense. And with a bit of money off, like like I said, especially with the New Canada deal, that's cool.
Yeah.
That takes us out from there for now. But yeah, like, yeah, that's been cool. Like I said, I'm trying to like do more too. Like, reviews, like I did review that Bruticus. Like I haven't filmed all of it, and yeah, the time I get it out, it's not even pointless. But like I said, I might just put it out for fun, just like add some crack puppy in there and just do it for fun, right? But
right,
yeah, I'm not trying to do reviews to get stuff anymore. Like not get stuff, but like get like views on it because I just like put it out for fun. That one did really well, oddly, but like other shit, it's just like But like I said, it's fun to sometimes still make a video, actually film a video and edit it instead of just streaming. But like I said, I like to just stream too because it's just simple and yeah, I can fit it into everything else,
Yeah.
And work on other things. But yeah, it's been crazy lately.
Yeah. What?
I was just gonna say that toy show I'm going to it's early this year, the Vancouver Comic and Toy Show. It's like the 27th of September, 26th weekend.
Okay.
So go plan it for that. Got to save up for that too, right?
Yeah. But I mean, if you got monetized, Danny, that'd help you save up.
Yeah. Well, you don't even want to know what I'm doing now.
For only $2.99 a month, you could find out what she's doing.
No, you don't want to know. Working on another new thing, it's a bad thing. Well,
Working on other new things isn't a bad thing, allowing you creative juices to flow. Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I don't worry about my YouTube stuff anymore. I used to, but now that I just do it only as a hobby, and I'll have bursts of like, you'll see me streaming like almost every other day, guests, people, mix and match, and maybe even a review here or there, right? It's shorts, and then I'll just stop completely because it's just like, it's not that I'm even burnt out. It's just like I have to move on to something else, right? And I think it's like E-Man said, like sometimes moving on to something else inspires you to come back and do more. And like I said, I have no obligation on here. I don't have subscribers on here. I don't have like, don't not monetize now or anything, right?
Right.
So it's just like I said, I'm just doing it for fun to get out there, hobby.
Well, I mean, hell, dude, when's the last time I uploaded a video on mine? Like
Yeah, forever. You're way more in the ditch now.
yeah, like my level of giving a shit about it is so low.
Which is good for you because like remember you're stressed out and then it's not worth it.
Yeah, no, not at
fun
all.
to do it. Yeah, even that shit was hard but fun. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah, I saw that E-Man. That came out pretty good, man.
That's cool. Yeah, it's all good and all. It's just like I said, like you just have to find out when and how to juggle that burnout if you get it, or just like I said, it's just what you put your time in, right?
Yeah, and I think I've started doing custom or like toy photography and stuff, and me and Oracle have been switching offices, and that's been eating up money and time because I need furniture for the office because for the bigger office that I was in, everything like all the shelves and the computer desk, all that was built in, right? So now I kind of want to do the office, kind of like a office / media room kind of thing, whatever. Where I can just like I don't have to have a YouTube video playing. I can watch a movie, like that kind of thing, and I can have it on the TV that's in there and stuff like that. So I've gotten some shelves. I found this really nice like glass shelf at the mall that I work at. And but anyway, my point is like while doing all this, I've really fallen in love with toy photography because like my creative juices like are flowing again, like in the back of my head. I'm like, like, oh man, it'd be cool. Like what happened? Like if I, come up with like a stop motion script or an idea or whatever, and then it kind of comes out not as a stop motion because it's so time consuming to do those, but it comes out as like a toy photography. It comes out as a photo, a picture, Yeah. So I think it'd be really cool. So I'm trying to take your advice, and I want to get a bunch of those photos together and just kind of do like some weird like late 90s, early thousands like photo collage.
Yes.
To like some whatever music or song or something like that.
I know. Yeah, because you're saying you told me too, and you send them to Raz and shit, right? And then
I appreciate that, Raz.
Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, no, I know. I feel like that. And I feel like that because it's stop motions. Like we'd love to see you do it. The time consuming, the money behind it, especially moving moving offices and life and like, you know what I mean? But I think you're doing great photography, man. So it's like, and like your posing is unbelievable. Like you do really good posing, do the good photography, and it's simpler, man. And like, I mean, you actually play with your figures. You enjoy the toys you get them, you pose and you do shit with them. So it's like, it comes natural for you, right? So if you can put that together, and yeah, like I said, you put them in a collage form and throw that up on a reel, 14 seconds, like it's getting a little music on it, like even if it's just like non-copywritten shit you made, like it'll go, man. Like that's how it goes. Like keep it under 14 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, just add some dynamics, like maybe because if you use in shot or whatever, you can do like the zoom in, zoom out, or whatever, all this stuff on it. You can make it really fun. It's like that's endless, man. You could do like get a couple toys, shoot them all in different areas or in one area one day, and then do the same for another day. Then mix and match it all with different ones, and go back and forth on your pictures. Like, you know what I mean? Like it becomes like that's a lot. Like a a day or two, or just a half a day, or doing just shooting it, like, and then having all that stock, like a couple scene changes, different figures, and you could slip and swap stuff you haven't used and stuff, and then shoot another bunch of new stuff and add it in and go back and forth with it, you know?
Right.
It gets like endless, like at that point. And like I said, it's just, you're just taking a picture of a toy at that point, and then like editing whenever on your phone or wherever you're doing it on your own time, right?
Right.
Yeah, there's tons of people have done toy photography and stuff, but it's just like, you know, if you enjoy it and it's something like gets you those creative buzzes going, and you get to enjoy your toys, and you get to like edit a bit and post it and just get some feedback, I mean, it's worth doing, right?
Yeah. No, I 100% agree.
Yeah. Right. Your unique posing, your unique pictures. You got unique customs too, right? So you could always show off like your, you know, you have figures that no one else has, you know what I mean? So you could like, it's cool. Like it adds another dynamic to it, right?
Right. Like I do want to get I want to get a shot of that that Nissan colored Galvatron that I made. That would be against like a Midnight Starry kind of deal or something. That would be really cool. See, like just talking about it, it gets me like thinking, you know, what I got, where I can, you know, like
and like you wouldn't put toy photography page, like I said, Instagram. You don't want to start a whole new thing again and again, right? But you know what I mean? Like it's just, if you incorporate something you have with it, or you know, if you want to do something from scratch, you can, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, Robert, it's cool. People aren't going to buy or look at a magazine nowadays. Like it'd be so hard to print and get people to care about a magazine. But like I said, like posting it, online and stuff, easy. Yeah, cool. Could do.
There is a current modern toy magazine. It's toy. Damn it, it's toy something, and I can't think of the name right now. But it's like it's not like a traditional size magazine. It is a little bit bigger. But they do like toy news, and they do like photography. They cover like certain conventions and stuff like that. They also do interviews with like sculptors and like certain people who work at like Mattel or Jada or whatever, you know. They sit down, do like these old style like sit down questionnaire type of interviews and stuff.
Totally.
And it's a really decent magazine. The only bad side, I think it's like $16 an issue.
Wow. Yeah, the magazine's expensive now. Like they just are. Because like I said, to print, distribute all this nowadays, like before magazines made so much money. Like the Thrasher skateboard magazines are as thick as a freaking phone book, and now it's like they're thin as, if they even have them, they're thin as hell. So it's just a crazy thing. Yeah, that's the thing. You just can't get too hooked up on limitations too, because I know some people, man, that you'd think they got like a $5,000 camera and they got like a shitty like Google like extra lens on their phone, and their pictures look amazing, you know?
Yeah.
It's weird. I know. It's tough, you know.
You really have to understand like your lighting and your lens, and how your lens is supposed to work with the subject and the lighting and everything else, right? Like
yeah, it's better to like, even like not a great camera and not even a great lens, and people can really bang it out because they're just so in that. But yeah, I mean, having better stuff. I do the same thing too with streaming, like this other streaming shit I've been doing too. It's like the limitations of my devices and lighting, and then you kind of get down, you know, or in a funk. I do, because I'm like, I want to do this, I want to make it simpler, you know.
Right. And I'll say there are times with with my toy photography, you know, that Punisher one that I sent you was taken with my phone and just like a green flashlight, you know. So because it was just like I don't feel like busting out the DSLR, setting up the table, and doing all that stuff. You know, just right here in the moment.
Yeah,
you know, swapping hands, and he's got the Uzi and this and that, and I was just like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's turn the lights off, put a light on him, boom, you know, let's see what happens.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I think like some of that just kills it. Even some of the other work I've done, it's like the time you get this camera out, with the light, like, and some of the lighting, like, yeah, I have good lighting and shit. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying some of the fiddling with some stuff and getting it all out, like, it's nice. Like, yeah, like especially some of those lenses you can get for your phone to make them seem really like better. They're kind of cool, especially for like toy stuff. And like, you know what I mean? It's just I think it's just like about like you can just bang it out, like you can just do it right there, you know?
Yeah.
like it's just like I think that shows in the photo too, when it's like, you know, you could do the best setup of your life and best lighting, best equipment, and there's no heart or like you can just tell, like you can tell like something, maybe it doesn't look the best image quality at the end of the day, but you can tell that the photo is like, there's like, yeah, it's a like alive, like even if it's one shot, it's like you can feel like the person's intent behind it more, you know. It's
Yeah, no,
weird.
there's definitely like, you know, there's you can feel the passion or how much that one person really enjoys that figure, or you know,
Mm-hmm.
because they're, you know, like they didn't set up like a massive background or whatever, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, they didn't go through all of this stuff. They took the photo in the moment, they used what they had, or
Yes.
they're, you know, or they're learning how to do it and they just have a genuine love for it, and it's not,
Mm-hmm.
they're not doing it for, you know, internet clout or popularity
No.
or anything else. They're doing it because they genuinely love the idea behind it, and they're, you know, trying to do something and be creative and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I think it
Um
shows through their work because, like you said, I know a lot about photography. I'm not a photographer. Like I can't even take that great of pictures myself. I know a lot of like theory behind it because I took all the lighting and film school stuff with it, right? And the thing was, it always scared me more photography. That's why I liked film, because like you can judge me on a film, right? Because that's like how thousands of images in a row. You know what I mean? Technically, you know what I mean? Like, you know, a
yeah.
2 minute thing is like you're judging me on thousands of images that add up together to make one piece of art. But photography, like especially if we're just talking like show your single frame, we're talking about one fucking shot, right? And that's more, to me, that's like an extreme amount of art form, because it's just like it's one frame that you're being judged on. People
Well, it's
looking
not
at
even
every
that, like,
frame.
and it's that, but it's also like that one frame, man. You gotta sell a whole story in that one
Yeah,
frame.
that's what I mean. Like it's hard. Like you have to sell
Yeah.
everything that one frame. Like the movie, I could throw in just crack puppy, do 6 jokes, like throwing this back. You wouldn't even notice the mistake. That I got like shampoo and hand cream in the back, right? But or whatever, right? Like because it's just so much cutting and quick. But that shot, like if you mess up, you got something weird in the back or this and that. That's all you have, right? And like you said,
Right.
you have to convey like the feeling, the story, the motion, all in one frame, which I think is it's deep. I like it, you know.
And you also gotta have that question of like what's happening, what's going on while telling that story, you know? It's like,
Mm.
you know, the
No worries,
like,
Rob. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.
oh yeah, take care, Rob. Um yeah, like you have to tell that story, and you also have to make the people who view it question that story, right? Like what's going on?
Mhm,
Why, you know, what's happening? Why are they fighting? Why, but they're supposed to be friends, but oh man, but they're fighting, and it's telling the story like, you know,
mhm,
Batman's flipping over Robin, and you know, it's not in the Batcave, because if it was the Batcave, it's training, but it's
mhm,
happening on a rooftop. What the fuck's going on? Why, you know what I mean? Like
mhm, mhm.
there's this,
No, it's a lot.
yeah, it's a giant story that you have to tell with one photo, and I think that's really cool.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I've heard of stacking too. Like that's, I mean, some of that stuff goes over my head, right? Like, but yeah, it's very intricate. Like some people think, oh, it's just a picture and blah blah blah, right? But like, yeah, there's so many different levels to it, which is very interesting.
Yeah, there's a guy who does it that I follow on Instagram, and he does fucking really good work, and like he does wrestling photos, and um what he does is he captures a singular moment in each wrestling match, that like each match that he that he absolutely adores or loves. He captures one singular moment from that match. He recreates that moment in his photography, and that's, you know, that's the part that he chooses to immortalize, and I think that's
Hmm.
really cool.
Hmm.
There's like different things you can do with it, you know.
Hmm. There is. Yeah, like I said, it's just like that thing to get you going. Like that's fun, creative, and like I said, it's not an extreme amount of setup and extreme amount of overkill and thinking, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Because yeah, like some of that new stuff I've been doing, like moving all this shit, dude. I that's why I didn't stream much last week. Like I had to order a new computer. Like I had to like step back because it was becoming frustrating. Like moving all this stuff constantly, And then like, yeah, my normal life too. Like, oh, we're gonna watch this on the TV. Now I have to move all this stuff again just to hook up like Kitchen Nightmares for 2 hours and then move it back because I got to do this now. And it was just like getting to me, you know.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I wouldn't even call it burnout. I just call it pure frustration of like not having my work area and my work stuff and my living stuff set up like manageable or properly, you know.
Yeah.
Gets to you.
I mean, because, you know, the one thing about the office that I'm in now, I always hated is that I don't really have a place to record, and I love doing voiceover work and voice acting and stuff. And now I do have that, because what I was doing is what you were doing, is that, you know, you can't record. I mean, you can, because I'm sitting down talking to you. But when you do voice acting or voiceover, you want to stand up so you have full control over your diaphragm. You're not like crunched in, right? You have full range of your vocal and everything else. So like my computer and everything is going into the closet that's in the new office, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of my like office space. But I've ordered a bunch of the like sound deadening foam from Amazon. And I've given it a test run. I've got my mic stand in there and everything, and I shut the door, man. It's completely quiet. There's no noise, ambient noise, nothing. And you know, I can't wait to start recording in there, because what I was doing is, you know, here in the office, I was like, okay, let me grab my mic stand. Let me unhook my mic stand that I use for when I sit down, right? Like it's a little desktop mic stand. So let me unhook my microphone and my setup from my computer and do all this stuff, and then have to hook it up from the other side of my computer because I have the taller mic stand. It was always this pain in the ass because I was getting underneath the desk, you know, like weirdly weird cattywampus positions and stuff to unhook all these cords and stuff just to do that. Now I don't have to do that, you know, like I'm in a soundproof closet doing it, you know.
So you don't have to worry.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I get your frustration is my point.
It's just I wasn't used to that as much because I was just kind of either doing this or that, or some, like I said. And then these lights, like I got good lights. I invested in these good lights now that are like light and they're like actually for streaming. So like, you know, I can move them if I need them for this or that. But it was just like moving those ring lights for other stuff I was doing, and then moving like I said, and I broke my laptop. Like it's hanging on, like it doesn't fold anymore. It's hanging on by the wires because at my old apartment before I left, I dropped it. And it didn't, and it broke it. Thank God it didn't break the actual computer, but it's just a pain in the ass to move because it's got like a wire on it, and it's just like and then I got like all these cords from the mics going into it back and forth, and different HDMI, and the Ethernet cord can only go so far because it's, you know, for streaming you need that. It's just like I said, it just became like a moment of like you know,
right,
like too much, like it's just too much, like too much to set up, and then the time you set something up, it's like you don't even want to do it anymore. Sometimes.
Yeah, like it takes you like 20-30 minutes to set up, and then like you're saying, it's just like you're over it before you start it.
Even if you're feeling a really creative buzz, and I have pushed through it and just done it, but just kind of like, you know, it's just easier when your work's set up. Like, of course, there's gonna be a little setup or mix and match, but it's nice when you can get it done and then just kind of move on to the next, you know, like, because of course there's a little, but when it becomes frustrating and like laptops are almost breaking and like 100 wires and you're pulling all these things, it's a tight area and knocking over a toy that you set up earlier, it's just like, it's frustrating, you know?
Yeah. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. When, you know, when I was doing stop motion here in the office, I have this like a Honda CRV table that I use. It's a really big table, so I can pretty much set whatever on it. But there's not a lot of room for the table, right? So like there's room for the table, but not for me to like walk around the table like and kind of avoid things, right? So like so, you know, if I got thirsty or got hungry, I had to get up. I had to kind of like gingerly walk around the table. And there'd be times where I bumped the table and everything fall over. I'd be like, oh, fuck. You know, there's an hour wasted or 2 hours wasted or whatever. You know? So, hey, Quentin, what's going on?
Hey, Quentin, what are you up to?
So, yeah, I get it, man. It sucks.
And like, but anything else, though, like you were thinking of working on too, or just kind of...
In terms of what, just like
just in general, like we'll film it, like yeah, for any toy stuff and at all, or
Well,
just kind of
so I
like,
thought so I got this Masters of the Universe Masterverse Anti-Eternia He-Man, and this thing is so fucking cool. But I wanted to do
Mhm.
I was thinking about doing like a video on why this is like arguably the most important Masterverse figure that they've made,
Mhm.
and why it's why it's a very rewarding figure while also being the best figure that Masterverse, or the most important figure in the Masterverse line.
Mhm.
Um, just because there's, besides it just being like, a red and black evil He-Man, right? Like it's a really cool action figure, but it also rewards you for being a fan of the line for a long time.
Mhm.
And it does a lot of heavy lifting in terms of world building
Okay.
for the Masterverse line. Um and it's just like it's a really cool thing to see a toy company pay off a toy line for fans of the toy line that have been invested in it for such a long time. You
Yeah,
know?
that is neat. And you got that or what?
Yeah, so like I got the figure, and so so the figure comes with like three different swords, and
Mm.
it's three different power swords, right?
Okay.
And there's artwork on the box that kind of tells the whole story of Anti-Eternia
Mhm.
He-Man. So Anti-Eternia He-Man, he comes with his power sword, which is like a hyper energized version of your basic He-Man power sword. And then he also comes with the power sword from the Dolph Lundgren figure that was in the line from
Oh
the
yeah.
live action 80s movie. And then he also comes with the power sword from the New Adventures of He-Man figure, that was also in the line. Now,
Mm.
these swords are dark, like a dark gunmetal gray and red. Um, and like the blades are red, and the handle and the hilt and stuff's like this dark metal gray.
Yeah.
So like his lore is, he grabs a power sword, like he kills the He-Man that wields it, grabs it, and claims it under the guise of Castle Hellskull,
Mhm.
right? So these versions of these power swords are like the corrupted versions. So if you have that line, and if you've been collecting the line for a long
Mhm.
time,
Mhm.
you can have these He-Man with the regular versions of these swords,
Okay.
and now you have the bad guy version who has their swords but the corrupted versions of their swords.
Oh damn. Okay. That's cool.
And then on the box, it shows him fighting the main He-Man of the Masterverse line. There
Weird.
and what's cool is like there's only 3 He-Man figures that have been released in the Masterverse line. You have
Mhm.
the New Adventures of He-Man. You've got your regular, big buff 80s style type of He-Man, and then you have your Dolph Lundgren 80s movie He-Man, right?
Mhm.
So in a sense, this Anti-Eternia He-Man has killed your New Adventures of He-Man take his sword, your Dolph Lundgren He-Man and took his sword, and in the artwork on the box, the last line of defense here is that 80s style He-Man that
Uh-huh.
with like that type of sword, So you get all of that out of this one figure, and that's fucking
Hmm.
cool to
That
me
is
because
cool.
it builds that entire world of Masterverse, that whole
Yeah.
line.
Yeah. That is cool.
So
Do you have most of those other ones or no?
yeah, I have the only one that I'm missing. I didn't pick it up. I wanted to, but I saw the head sculpt on it, and I was like, ouch, that doesn't look like Dolph Lundgren at all. So I passed on that one. But I've got a good chunk of the Masterverse line because I've been collecting it since the first Skeletor had come out for
Mhm. Mhm.
Revelation. So, but yeah, it's I don't know. It's just really cool to see. I don't, I guess you can argue like, your terminology, like the loyalty to the line,
Mhm. Mhm.
you know, be rewarded in such a really cool, fun way.
Yeah, that's
You
neat.
know. So
That's cool.
I think of a lot of this stuff as like from a child's perspective, right?
Mhm.
Like oh my god, they like this He-Man shows up, but he's got like he like Dolph Lundgren's sword, and it's all black. He must have killed Dolph Lundgren to get that sword.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so now if I have Dolph Lundgren, that He-Man at home, I could have that fight. I could
Mhm.
have that, that fight actually happen in my imagination and in the real world, and then Dolph Lundgren loses. And then I also have New Adventures of He-Man
Mhm.
that can, that fight can happen, and that's really
Yes.
cool. There's a lot of play value, and there's a lot of like attention to like detail and world building and stuff
Mhm.
on it. And I really like that. I think it's really cool.
It's neat when they do actually like that much, right? Like,
Yeah. When they care that much and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So, yeah, there's nice stuff. It's just, yeah, sometimes it's just like, wow, they don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, there are a lot of times where they're like, you could tell the love wasn't there on this one or on that one. But this one definitely has the love behind it too.
Mhm.
Quentin wants to know, is Masterverse Faker worth getting if he can find one? They've done 3 Fakers. The one that I have is the new Eternia Faker. But the newest one out is like the vintage style toy looking one.
Mhm.
But they both have like blue skin, and then they did like the Revelations Faker where he's like half robot, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you can find one, yeah, it's a really cool figure. Like definitely worth picking up if you can find
Mhm.
one. So it just depends on which one you want. Like,
Mhm.
if you want the toy looking accurate one, or you want like a new Eternia modern day take on the character.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but the body's really cool. It's really solid. And yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with either one.
No, that's neat.
Yeah. So the Faker right now, the toy looking one is a Walmart exclusive, and it's part of like the Masterverse vintage line.
Mm.
So just a heads up.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
No problem.
Did you buy any of those new ones or no?
You talking like the retro ones?
Yeah.
I bought the Merman.
Okay. Yeah.
And the Man at Arms.
Oh, that's cool.
Those were the only 2 that I got. I like the mustache on the Man at Arms. He's got like that like Snidely Whiplash kind of curl to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked cool. Some of the ones I saw look cool. Like I said, just stuff I never really was into as a kid, and then yeah, but it was cool to look at. Like I'm thinking some of the designs are really neat, right?
Yeah. I mean, I do.
Get her up. I might not put her all together, but I might just open her up.
That's cool.
I'll just make it small afterward. I'll show her in there, and I'll take her out. Yeah, there she is.
You didn't need to zoom. You didn't need to zoom in to show them boobs on her. Jesus Christ!
God, darling, she's here to hang out. Everyone's wife will be so happy.
Hey, Joe Prime.
Hey, Joe Prime, what's up, player? Yeah, no, I know. Like that's the thing. That's the thing though. Like for me, like I used to like even if I wasn't into it, I'd buy it, and it's all good and all, but it just becomes like, yeah, like it's cool. If I buy everything I think is cool, like I'll have nothing left. I'll have nothing to store anywhere, right?
Right.
But yeah, like I think Bart bought a couple of them too. He was into them, so.
Yeah, with going into like the new office and stuff, I really have to be choosy. But
yeah,
selling everything the way that I did had really kind of showed me what I really valued in like action figures and stuff, and what I wanted.
Yeah, and what about like are you gonna have like in your new office? Are you gonna set up some new toys and stuff like in like more like what I mean, more of the stuff you actually love or whatever?
Yeah, so I got a couple of dioramas that I've made on the shelves. For Batman, I have a Motu one. I have a Batman one. And then I've got a Superman Doomsday, Death of Superman thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a Ninja Turtles one. I'm working on one right now. I got a Robo Skull Mark II.
Oh yeah. You showed me that. That's cool.
And I'm really wanting to find like a red GI Joe classified figure, just like a red suit one to go with it.
Because you don't have any of the figures to go with it.
So it came with a 4-inch figure, but it comes with an interchangeable seat, so you can have like 2 3 3/4-inch figures piloted, or you can have 1 6-inch pilot.
Yes. Because the guy at the toy show that he was going to buy one off of, he had some other figures that were 6-inch to go with it, but
yeah, the 6-inch ones are sold separately, and I like the body on the 6-inch figures and stuff, but they're all like the head sculpts for whatever reason. I don't know why. They're just old bald dudes.
No, really?
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really like the head sculpts on them. So
no.
So now I'm just trying to find just maybe like a crimson red Baroness or something like that to be the pilot.
Okay, yeah.
But my diorama right now, the main one I'm working on is the Robo Skull is going to be fighting Age of Apocalypse Mafex Magneto. And I'm going to have Magneto throwing the Mafex T800 at the Robo Skull.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's going to be a very mismatch of properties fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I've got a Weapon X diorama. My buddy is 3D printing me a Weapon X chamber.
Oh, neat.
But that one is going to be like the Weapon, like Wolverine, Logan, whatever, Weapon X in the chamber, and then the Doctor kind of off to the side, on the computer, whatever, doing whatever he's doing in the comics. And then that's pretty much what I got planned for right now. And then I want to do a Spider-Man diorama on the last shelf that I have available on the glass shelf. And then
that's cool.
I've been buying like free floating shelves from IKEA and just kind of putting my random figures and stuff kind of on there.
Thanks. Do you have some of it set up already in there? Not yet.
Yeah, no, I've got a good majority of it is all set up.
Nice.
I need a coffee table, which I have a spare set of wheels off my Celica. And I've only ever had 2. I've never had a complete set for them. But I was using them as my track wheels for a while because they were really light but really wide.
Yeah.
So now my plan is I'm going to refurbish them, clean them up, and paint them gold, and then just get like some glass made and set the glass on top of the wheels, and that'll be my coffee table for the room. And then that's like the last thing that I'm gonna end up doing for it, and then that's pretty much it.
No, neat. That's neat.
Yeah.
It sounds funny. I opened her, so it's a little pale. She's a little pale.
She enlarge them, enlarge it, not them. It. Wait, that doesn't work either.
Yeah, enlarge it. But you know what's funny? Here we go. I don't know what the hands. You know what's cool about these, man? The fucking hats are magnetic now, so you can actually get them in the right pose.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because otherwise I would not be sticking on even with a little thing that well. So, but yeah, no, I love these figures. I know I'm a sick fuck and they're weird, but they're just fun. They're so high quality.
Yeah, man, I think it's cool. You like what you like, man, and you're not ashamed of it.
Yeah, it's just fun. And I love this. I actually played that Nikki game. So they're like all robots. They're like military and shit, right? So
yeah,
they're cool. They're fun because it's just fun. And the quality is there, right?
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but she's a weird one, kind of, actually. I wasn't like the biggest fan of her, but she's a whiner in the game too. But it's just something, I don't know, kind of have to get them all. There's so many pieces. Oh my God.
Is that a mobile game? So,
Yeah, it's actually fun though. It's like one of those ones you click, like just click, but you like they duck, right? And you can always see their butt like from behind because they're doing that pose, you know?
Oh, okay.
Like up skirt and they're like butt shaking while they shoot. But yeah, it's funny. It's just cheesy fun, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, it takes me back to a simpler time.
Hey, man, if you can get back to that time, I say take it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who cares?
I'm not really into it for like just how it looks either. I just think it just brings me joy. Like it's funny, right?
Right.
Yeah, of course I like the look, but not like obsessed. But like it's just I just think it brings me like that old school joy like I used to have. I still like to have, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Love
that's
you.
dude,
I
like
love
if
you
you're
too.
having fun, that's all that matters.
I love you too. Yeah, if you're having
I
fun.
think that was towards me, Danny.
Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah.
course. Everyone loves you, right?
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, even the instructions on it'll take me a while. I'm not doing it now, but just wanted to get it open so I can work on it. But yeah, it's very intricate, man.
Damn, they tell you how to change the hands out too. Like that's not self-intuitive.
Yeah, I know, like everything. Like place this here and like all these gun things and stuff. Some of it is confusing, so it's like it's good, but yeah, some of it's just like overkill, right? That's why it's like
Yeah.
the thing. It's like, what? Even looking at it, it's like there's not that many pieces there, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
you know how many of these I've done over the years, right? But it's cool. You can eat. They come with these slugs for the gun. The gun's pretty cool, right? Like this gun, kind of like the Terminator, like the thing he uses with shoots the gas things. Terminator
Yeah,
2.
the grenade launcher, yeah.
Yeah, grenade launcher. So like, and you can actually put each little grenade in there, which would be a bitch to lose them. But
How do you feel? So how do you feel about that? I had oh gosh, Trans Aaron sent me a GI Joe classified. I don't remember what figure it was because I don't really know GI Joe that well, but it had like you could put the clip and stuff in the gun, and I was like, that's cool, but like I almost would prefer if it was like accessories that small, like wouldn't you wouldn't like they wouldn't include them. It would just be kind of molded onto the gun, you know?
yeah, I don't know, man. I hate some of that stuff. Like I find pieces that like I back up. I open the figure, I take all those loose pieces. Like, of course, I'll try to put one little clip in the gun. Hopefully, it doesn't fall out, and then I ziplock it, put it away, or whatever, put it in a box. And the thing is, like, I'll just find I'll be cleaning, and I'll just find like a silencer. I'm like, what? The hell? I was like, I don't. And it's like in a weird spot where I'm like, dude, like, no, like, whose is this off of? Then my OCD kicks in where, like, if I don't have every piece for my figure, it like gets to my brain.
Yeah.
And I like can't handle it. And then like, yeah, I'll find like I just found it the other day. I found a little knife, a tiny little knife. I'm like, whose knife is that? And then I found like the same thing, the clips, and they're kind of interchangeable, right? But
Yeah.
one nice pick the blocky shockwave, nice. Yeah, it just becomes like too much, man. Like it's cool and all, but like yeah, you got to keep track of all that. And like I said, you put them on a shelf and or the move, and like something gets bumped, and then it rolls. You don't even notice. And then like I said, I got the OCD of like I need all the parts for my guys, even if they're in a box, right?
Right.
You find like a tiny little silencer, and like you're Google lensing it to find out, and it's just like, oh my god, it's so tedious.
Yeah, there's been a couple of things where I was like, when I was tearing down the office here, I had like a Magneto AOA Magneto hand on the regular Mafex Magneto,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot that I was using that effect on that Magneto, and I was like, where the hell is this effect go?
Mm-hmm.
Like whose effect is this? It's like,
Mhm.
oh dang, I need to stop mixing and matching like that. But
Yes. I know
but
that's the thing. Like it's kind of fun to do that in a way, like the mix and match, but then it's like it gets to you.
yeah, you're kind of like, oh man, I don't remember what went where. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Quentin or E-Man says he needs to watch Motu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like if you the new movie's really good. Just I'll say this: there's 3 after credit scenes, so stick around for all 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Amazon came out and said something real interesting about that movie, and I was like, "Good for you, Amazon!" Like, because I want to see this finished. I want to see this world, expand and play out.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
they were like, "Yeah, it bombed at the box office, but we're using that as for brand awareness. That's why we made this movie. And in terms of brand awareness, we think it was successful in reviving He-Man."
mhm.
And I was like, "Damn." All right, then let's go. They're talking about sequel movie. They're talking
Or
about
like, yeah, that's TV thing now.
a TV show or whatever. And I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm down. Let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like it at all. I wanted to leave the movie theater, but Bart made me stay. But
ah,
yeah,
man,
that was the first movie I wanted to walk out in a long time. But
really?
I just don't. I'm unpleasable, man.
Yeah, I
am unpleasable. Like if it's not like if there's any bullshit, this and that, I'm just like I'm out. Like I disconnect immediately. So, but like that's what I mean. Like most stuff I can like withstand, like torture. Like I can sit there and be tortured by whatever I'm watching. Like I said, I even hate stuff that I like.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
you're
not.
like,
Not
like that old school '90s hater, though.
I am. It has to be like for me, I can't stand for me to enjoy something mostly has to be serious,
Yeah.
to a point. It sucks. It's just the way I am. But I don't want to bring other people down with it. Like I'm not here to hate on it or whatever, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like it just, I didn't grow up with it as much. It's not even that, but it's just like even some stuff I grew up with, I'm just like it's just it's hard for me to enjoy anything. It truly is. Like
I think at a certain point, we do grow out of things, and I think that it's hard for us to let things go, especially nowadays where everything is so in your face, right? Like, if you grew out of comic books, it's almost like it's unfashionable to be like, yeah, I don't like the Marvel movies, and then or whatever, it's like there is something to be said for all of that, like companies trying to keep you into something, I guess you can say.
Yeah, like I said, it's all good. It's just like for me, like I hate the stuff I even like. So and then the stuff I like, I think I like I said, like for me to really like a movie, it's more like has to be more based on true story, very realistic. For me to actually like sit back and like get like lost in it.
Yeah.
And then other stuff that's more imaginary, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff, I can get into, but I prefer like cartoon or anime drawn, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just never been in Lord of the Rings at all. Stuff like that. Just Star Wars maybe as a kid, the old stuff, right?
But that's the thing is like you don't have to be into anything. Like I said, that's just these companies kind of beating you over the head with it,
Like I said, like I do like to get into stuff, but like I said, most stuff like it's either like war related or like very serious stuff, and it's fine. I think it's just because when you live like a life like I did or do, like with especially in the entertainment stuff where it's all so crazy and like what I mean, we like anime, we like all these cartoons, like all these colors, we like all these sometimes like for the movie stuff I like to branch out of that and just maybe dive more into like a realistic, like more grounded thing for me to seriously like relax and be into what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Dilute, like but I still go to movies. Like Art loves weird stuff. I'll go see it with him. Like he likes horror stuff that I don't like at all. Like, but I'll just go see it. And it's not like I complain the whole time in the theater. At home I will, but in the theater I don't. And it's like, it's can I still have fun?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're having fun though.
No, I'm not. But I can eat my popcorn and my snacks, and no one can hear me complain there, right? So
it sounds like you're being held against your will.
I am usually.
Blink twice if you don't want to watch this movie.
Yeah, but at home I'll be like the Gordon Ramsay of like shit when I'm at home, like you idiots.
Dude, yeah, Oracle watches stuff, and I'll come in and she'll be watching something. I'll be like, oh, dude, this shit again. Like,
yeah,
it's
funny. I know. Couples, and yeah, it's just like what this shit again, and then it's like God forbid I want to go watch something somewhere else too, right? And where are you? What's going on?
But I'll say this too. Like I give things a lot of things chances, and
Yeah, you do. You
and
definitely
like
do.
not to bring it back like the He-Man or whatever, but as a perfect this
No.
is my best example that I can give is that like I'm not a fan of 80s He-Man, like the cartoon. It's just
God, no.
but when Eric Young did the 2000X series,
Mm-hmm.
I gave that a chance because I was like, well, I kind of liked the toys as a kid. Maybe this will be, whatever. It was a new take and a fresh take, and every time there's a new and fresh take, I'll give it a shot to see if I like it.
Yes.
And I did that with the 2000X series, and way back when, and I was like, yeah, all right, now this is He-Man,
Mm-hmm.
like this is it, and
Mm-hmm.
um it's kind of, and I do that every single time like a new He-Man comes out property,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's toy or cartoon or movie or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I give it a shot, and that's that's you know that's what I do, and I think that a lot of people take a lot of this stuff way too seriously, and they end up not enjoying it because of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens. Some of those people. But it's also just like the other stuff too. Like it's if you can be more like you, like I think it's better in the long run
Yeah.
to be like that. Yeah, see, it's like that new Odyssey movie. I love what's his name? The director.
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. But the thing is, like that movie, it's like it's you can already see there's like unrealistic stuff in it. You know what I mean?
Well, I
Like
mean, it's the Odyssey, though.
giants. I know, I get it, I
Like,
get
it's
it. But
fantasy based to begin with.
I know exactly. But that's also what takes me out of it. And I love Christopher Nolan because he usually does things so realistic, right?
Is he doing a sequel to that called the Iliad? Is he
Oh,
gonna Iliad? Like, is he gonna do the sequel to the Odyssey,
I don't know.
or is he just doing the
He's doing
Odyssey?
the Odyssey, yeah. That's what I mean. It's like to me, it's like a waste in a way because it's like, I wish like I'd love to see Greece or Rome's my favorite, and like I'd love to see that done in like a just more realistic version.
Yeah.
Because I watched that show Spartacus and some other stuff. It's all good. I mean, it's gory, it's funny to a point and stuff, but it's just too like it's not super realistic. The lighting.
Yeah, for me, when magic and fantasy, might and magic, and all that stuff, I kind of have to walk a fine line with some of that stuff because some of it can be really boring because a lot of it is just you know people just walking around like a forest or whatever. But um
Yeah, it's just like too many wizards and shit for me at times.
yeah.
And shit, like it just is. It's just like I can't like focus.
Yeah.
And nothing against it. I'm glad these people have creativity and they can do that. But for me, it's just so hard for me to keep focused and watching something like that. It's like,
I guess for me, I just want to see badass people doing badass shit, and if there's like a
mhm,
monster involved with it,
mhm.
that's like even cooler.
Yeah, I love a good monster, just
Yeah.
like done right. Like I said, it's just like I'd love to see. Like I said, they never do enough Roman stuff, like in a realistic take.
You didn't like 300?
Hell no.
What?
Fuck, I hate 300 like so much. I hate that movie. I hate the lighting. I hate everything.
Damn. Okay.
It's too much like that comic. I want to see it shot in the daylight, the normal light, the sun coming through the sky. That's how I want to see Rome and Greece. I want to see it like through the daylight, like the sun was out that day. You know what I mean? Like I want to see the Saving Private Ryan and like Christopher Nolan version of Rome.
I get it.
Oh, good. It's just like I even like that. I do like that show Spartacus. I really do, but that's even borderline like weird, right?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like I said, 300 and all that. It's a different thing. Everyone has their own. It's all good. It's just for me. It's just like I just think we don't see enough. Like it's always cool to see people's like kind of takes that are like I guess comic. It's inspired and all that. But like for film, I'd like to see more of a real take.
so you didn't like Gladiator?
I mean, Gladiator, it was okay. It's just kind of too Hollywood. And it's not like about exactly like Rome. Like I'm talking about, I want to see like the soldiers. I want to get into like the setups, you know, like all the different like formations. And when they started like getting all the other people that were like not bloodline, it fell apart. Like I want to see more of like that, you know, from the soldiers' perspective, like deep rooted.
Right.
But yeah, no, Gladiator was just too like about the gladiators.
So you just don't like anything.
I don't. Not to watch. I think I like a few things. Like I said, I love like Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan. I like Goodfellas, Casino. I still have lots of things I can nick apart about all those shows as well. So
That's funny because I don't like any of that stuff.
really,
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. It gets to a point where like I might watch it, I might enjoy it, but then like I'll probably never watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I already know, because like that kind of stuff is real suspenseful for me. And then after the ending, like all the spoilers and all the surprises, like all the boxes and the presents or whatever are open. So, you know, there's like no need to return to it because I already know what's going to happen. So like the suspense isn't there anymore, you know?
Yeah. But I'm watching more for like, yeah, it's not about the suspense is like the first time watch for me. For me, it's like I get into like the other stuff, like just the writing, I guess, or the scripting, the talking, like yeah, just more of the movie stuff, like
the continuity stuff.
Like continuity. Goodfellas, that's the thing. Continuity, Goodfellas is horrible. Like the guy's hands here, cigarettes there, and that's like what's his name? Like one of the best directors ever, like Scorsese, right? But the continuity in that movie is garbage. Like there's like if you really look at it, there's like flip flop and all this crap all the time. But the thing is, like that guy, how he conveys the story is like, you know what I mean? Like obviously, he probably didn't want all that, but you know, he's doing so many shots, so many long shots. But it's just like how the story flows and the editing is like superb. And the continuity is trash, right? And even though that guy's like super high tier for what he does, right? I don't
really think Scorsese got that hype that he has now, really until like the early thousands or so, like late 90s, early thousands.
Yeah, late 90s.
Yeah. Because there was like, didn't he do? Because Scorsese did Clockwork Orange, didn't he?
No, that's someone else. I'm pretty sure. Isn't that what's his name? That weird guy. If you can look it up.
Yeah. Well, let me.
Scorsese's more like Goodfellas. Like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. My point is like there was a few directors. Clockwork Orange was Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, that's Kubrick is way different.
Yeah, but there was a couple of directors like in the late 90s, early thousands that that a lot of people started to gravitate towards and kind of overhype their work.
I say Scorsese, his isn't just overhyped. Like he did like Goodfellas, man. There's like shots that are like 10 minutes or like 5 minutes long, all one shot, right? Like he's the old school. Like he'll do everything so practical usually, right?
Yeah, and in that regard, like he's a respectable director. Like because I can see, you know. If I was in the director chair, I would see myself doing something like that. Like, I hope you guys memorized your script because we're doing the whole film in one take today. Good luck.
Yeah. You know, and like he does he does so much. I love him because like then like I said, like even Wolf of Wall Street, like he has some of his best, and he hasn't done as good lately. After that, like there's a weird one he made, but there's still like it's just that old school. Like he's very practical and like I said, some of the continuity's off because he's doing like 100 shots of the same shot, but like he kind of like he's one of those people who just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And Casino, he made Casino, which has like Robert De Niro, but like it's very like intricate, like all the shots and there's so much drama in that,
Yeah, John Woo is one of those directors too, where he just he loves those really long, like 10-minute shots and
which is cool. Like it's just stuff like that. And like I said, it's very practical. That's why I always liked it. Usually his stuff is like shot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All practical. Because do you like B movies?
Yeah, I like B movies.
Yeah, Bart loves B movies. I hate
Yeah.
B movies.
The best thing that's happened to me was discovering Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
There's, oh my God, there's so many bad B. There's, I made Oracle watch it, and then, there's two movies I discovered, and I was like, oh yeah, there's The Night of Something Strange, which is like B movie, over the top, 1980s, gory as hell. Like it's in the vein of trauma movies.
Oh God, Bart loves trauma. I hate trauma.
Oh man, and that movie, Night of Something Strange, man, make him watch it. He'll love it. It's
Probably
so
seen it.
ridiculous. But there's also the other one that I found I loved is Popeye the Slayer Man. And it's this like slasher horror take on Popeye the Sailor Man. And I'm like this is fucking ridiculously awesome. I love it. Love it.
It's so funny. Does Oracle like that stuff?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of the descriptions of the movies, you know, where it's like I'll find something that's, you know, say it's like, you know, murderous beach babes, you know, like that's the title.
Part. Like I know, I'm just like, no, man, I can't even be in the room for that. Yeah, like he's like so into it. I'm like, dude, like I'm gonna snap.
And I love it because it's like I'll read the description because like the title will be enough for me to stop. I'll be like, oh, what's this about? Murderous beach babes. Okay. You know, it's like, you know, after her boyfriend breaks up with her, she's done with dating and men. She goes out on a vengeful rampage with a minigun on the beaches, mowing down hot, sweaty, swole men or whatever it is. Like, it's like, fuck yeah. And then when you watch it, it's this hot chick in a bikini with a minigun mowing people down on a beach. It's like, this is so stupid. It makes me laugh, you know?
I know Bart loves it. I'm just like, I can't like even be around it. But I mean, I'm not like, I don't care if you watch it, but I'm just saying like, I can't be near it. But
right.
It's just too low frequency for my brain. Not that someone is that watches that. It's not that, but just for me, like I just can't compute. Like if it's not serious, I can't take it serious. But then I'll watch some B stuff that's like made to be good, like Hobo with a Shotgun, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because it's B, but it's made like an A, right? In a way.
It's an A-list movie made on like a B budget.
Yeah. And that's what I don't mind that. So I can see the idea of those ones that are really cheesy and you know what I mean in that way, but I can see the art form like within like a good like a really pumped up version of it, I guess, right?
Yeah, I get that. One of my favorite horror movies are kind of in that same like what you're describing is called Creep Van.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's just basically, you know, this guy is trying to sell this van, and it's it's like a serial killer. He's trying to sell it, and the van is like loaded with like death traps and stuff, but the guy who's trying to buy it doesn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie is centered around the guy who's trying to buy the van versus the serial killer. So it's like I see where they're coming from with their vision, and there are moments and like scenes where it's kind of like, it's a little rough around the edges, but I see their vision, and you know, and it's good, and I can go with it. It doesn't take me out of that movie.
Yeah. It's still like you can still see it, right?
Right. You kind of see or sense where they were trying to go with it.
Yeah, it's stuff like it's like Starship Troopers, man. Like I love that movie, right? And it's kind of silly, right?
Yeah.
But it's done in a way like there's more to it. Like it's deep still in a way because it's got all the satire and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
It's like the same thing, like RoboCop 2 at the end of the day, one of my favorite movies. And I'm like, oh, I love all this high-end shit, but like I love RoboCop 2, and it's like silly as fuck, you know, but it's just how it's done, I guess, and nostalgia for that, I guess. But the Kane's just too cool, the stop motion. And even though it's RoboCop, it's silly as hell. It's still even and has the satire and it's silly and goofy, but still there's like a serious undertone to the whole world to belong. Do you know what I mean? Same with Starship Troopers, as silly as it is and blah blah blah. There's still like this tone of like you have to think it's real, kind of.
And honestly, RoboCop 2, you know, the fact that like the main villain or whatever is like a 12-year-old boy selling drugs.
That guy's hard as hell, that idiot.
Yeah, like you have to kind of take that movie with a grain of salt a little bit, and you can't like and it doesn't. And then that's the thing, is like that movie knows what it's like the story that it's attempting to tell. And it's not taking itself seriously. Which would be the, you know, what would be the downfall of that franchise in RoboCop 3, you know? It's like,
oh yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, taking itself way too seriously.
Yeah. Then it took itself way too serious. Yeah.
Like I've got, you know, like I kind of tend to take like bad or stupid movies. Nice. I tend to take like bad or stupid movies and overthink them. And like Sidekicks, that Chuck Norris movie, right? You know, at the end, he's sitting, like Chuck Norris is sitting on the bench, and the main character walks away, and it's like, okay. And then he turns around, and Chuck Norris is gone, and then the kid in the wheelchair picks up the magazine. Well, everybody will tell you, like all day long, like Chuck Norris saved the day. He was that kid's like fourth partner or whatever in the movie. But if you pay attention to that movie, all of like the daydreaming stuff that the kid, like the daydreaming adventures that the kid went on throughout the movie with Chuck Norris, was just daydreaming, right? And right before you see him, before the tournament starts, you see the kid in the crowd watching the tournament, the karate tournament, and Chuck Norris comes up and he's like, "Hey, I heard you need a partner." And it's like the kid daydreamed that entire thing. So It's like, so for me, I always ask, like, was Chuck Norris really there? I don't think he was. You know? So, like, because Chuck Norris throughout the movie is building his confidence. Like every time he goes on like a daydream adventure with Chuck, it builds his confidence, you know?
Yeah.
And it keeps doing that.
It's cool. Like I said, there's some things too, like I can get into like that too, and then it's just some I can't. Like I said, like as long as there's like some undertone of like it's not super over the top, like more get into it, you know? Like there's just not enough of like the way I like it, like the Starship Troopers, it's real satire type shows, like they're not done that in that great style anymore, you know?
Right. And a lot of creative minds have been, you know, tossed to the wind, I guess you could say, because you know, everything is you have to kind of play inside everybody's sandbox now. You know, you can't have an idea and kind of run wild with it anymore, you know? Like everybody wants to be like the next Marvel superstar, and that's what's going to build your career or save it or whatever, you know?
Not as much risk. There's always a lot more risk before originality.
Yeah. Like, you know, when you look back, even when you look back in things like Hollywood has always had been the world of like rehashes and remakes, and you know, as much fanfare as the Terminator has, you know, there was a lawsuit on whether or not it was a copy of a Twilight Zone episode from the 60s,
the one,
right?
Yes.
Right. So like, you know, Rambo was a book, like First Blood was based on a book. So but there was still, you know, back then there was still a lot more risk that these, like, you know, companies, whatever, were willing to take.
Oh man, I just showed off this today. Didn't do much.
Now, we didn't really show off too much, Quentin.
We just talked about also the Transformers releases, just the downtime, or the D stands for. So we're just rambling now, but still funny. It's
Danny
nice.
don't want to be live with me no more.
No, of course. We've been live for 2 hours. It's like it was fun. Like it's fun. Like, talking this movie stuff. I love talking about that. It's different. That's what I mean. That's why I love doing this stream, because we can just like talk about whatever.
Yeah, same. It's
fun.
I always enjoy hanging out with you.
I know. Like I said, love to do it more. We got to do it more. Like I said, once I get this other stuff figured out, more of a rhythm, I'll be able.
You gotta invite me more, even though even though Norbs doesn't like me.
Yeah, Norbs hates you. No, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's hard to get people together. Like, I was saying to Raz too, because I did the one friends, and then some people that want to get together, and then I wanted to do one with Raz. Like Danny and friends and some other people, right?
Yeah, and like when we were doing this during COVID, everybody was home. The world was still kind of closeted off, so to speak, closed off, whatever you want to call it, and now people that have kids, have a family, full-time jobs at the office, whatever. Everything is completely opened back up, and people don't have the time for this too much anymore.
Yeah, not in the
Especially-
same not in the same rhythm as like reviewing every figure and like just giving it in like like at this time, like those times you'd have all these people doing all these random like streams like this, like these hangout ones, like all these people, from the Katos and that crew, from Pack and that crew, like there were so many things going on all at once, and now it's like you barely see anyone.
Yeah,
in the Transformers area.
Well, I think not just the Transformers era. There's a lot of toy YouTubers and like automotive YouTubers and stuff that I've watched that don't really do much of anything anymore either because of all that. So
you still see some though. You still see some of the bigger ones, and then the big groups have been doing it forever and stuff. But yeah, it's not as much, especially with the little guys. It's not near as much as people used to do it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like a lot of the smaller people.
Yeah. There's tons, man. There's always someone streaming.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to watch somebody open Pokemon cards and gamble their life savings away on one Charizard, you can always do that, or pack or whatever.
Yeah. No, there's always shit. It's just different. The whole thing has changed, and like I said, the people that got into it, and they kind of got out, and
yeah.
That's why I have so many streams. Like I have it for so many different things. Because before I was like, I'm going to do this stream and stick with it, and then it fell apart. So it's like now I have like this one that we can look at any toy. We can talk any topic, nerdy, collectible, maybe some other serious shit here and there, right? Movies that we did today, and then I do the the Cybercast where it's strictly like just diving into Transformers news. Perfect. Like when that SDC Con stuff happens, it'd be perfect for that, to dive deep into that. And I find it gets really good views and retention on that because people just know what it's for, right?
Right.
And then I used to have the other streams too. So I mean, still have some other ones, but yeah, like trying to do that one with Brett because he loves Transformers, wants to talk Transformers, and he kind of up and down with like how he feels and mental health and all that. And it's just fun to connect with someone that wants to talk that and get into the nitty gritty and to see where it goes, right?
Right.
And then but it's hard, and finding people to get along with each other. Like it's the Ultra Megatronus, and he was doing the Saturday stream with 20 people. Like people miss that, right? And it's like I just can't do that, like because getting all those people together and like this the mayhem of it all, it's stressful. Like if it's on your channel, I don't mind joining them, but you've dealt with it over the years too, like all the streams you had and all the people, right?
Yeah. No, it becomes a headache, and making sure you're adjusted for time zones, and if I want to start at 6 and it's 8 o'clock for this person, can he make it? If it's 4 o'clock for that person, can they make it? And if you really want somebody on, they can't make it, like they can't make it till 5, okay, but now you got to push it back an hour. But does that does that you take anybody else off the show and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and that one where you can just join any time on the Saturday and tons of people in there, it's fine because it's like anyone can join anytime. But just to have it on your own channel, and then if people aren't getting along or some people can't talk, and then some people don't speak up, and it just becomes like, I don't know, for me, it becomes very stressful. Like if I was running it, it's too stressful.
yeah.
And then I leave, and someone's saying something is so absurd when you're gone, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and people don't get along. Like some people do get along, some people it's fun. But some people just don't get along, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm going to leave these people out this week." It's just not fun at that point.
Well, I mean, that's you know, that kind of like, you know, why are you kind of, I don't know, kind of makes people wonder, like, you know, are you favoring them over me? What's going on? You know, why'd you put me on that stream with that person, and why'd you do this, and why'd you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, and you, when your intentions were noble and good the entire time, you know, it was just like, I didn't know, like, I didn't know they had beef or whatever, you know, like, or you know, you guys had anything between you guys, like, you know, it's like, I don't, you know, I've got shit going on that I got to do, you know, like, you know, I got a car to fix, or I got, you know, dinner with the in-laws or whatever, you know, like I'm not sitting here on Discord or Twitter or whatever watching you guys yell at each other all fucking day. I got more important things to do, you know, like
if people could get along like really well, it'd be fine. But like I said, it's just stressful. Like, you know, I know because, you know, it's a free for all. So then people feel left out, and I miss it.
Right.
Like I do, but it's harder. It's to manage yourself. Like I said, and then some people, like, you know, they don't get along, and people get in the chats, and it's just like, where do you go from there, right?
Right. Well, where do we go from here, Danny? We can go for only $2.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
They can go wherever you want them to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
big
man.
time. I'll be going big time soon again, so don't worry, people. But yeah, I know. Check it all out. That's sick. But yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, like I said, a lot to do. I'm gonna focus on my shit. I want to get back in the rhythm on here. Like I said, I think me and you need to stream like once a week again. It's just like I said, I don't know when the best time for us to get all this is to going, because, you know, like today was a good turnout. We had enough people in the chat chatting, staying the whole time talking, right? That's fine. But when we were doing some of those toy ones in the day, it's like, you know, sometimes we had like almost no viewers. Like, yeah, people actually watched it quite a bit after, but it's nice to have the people live in there, don't you think?
Yeah, I prefer people live in it, because they're like, a live stream to me is about feedback, right? And if I'm getting, you know, like questions or you know, statements or whatever, you know, like it kind of it adds a lot to it, you know.
Yeah, it helps it get going more, like deeper. Like, I mean, we knew, like, it's not hard for us to keep talking, obviously, and keep like going, but like sometimes like you just get that extra spark from people,
right?
Like people are here and they want to hear about this, so it's easier. But the thing, like, yeah, and then the other thing too is, like, you know, we were talking about just toys. I thought it was a good hit, man, showing off like childhood toys and stories and this and that. And like I said, for a while it was going well, but then yeah, people didn't show up, and I think a lot of it had to do with the time.
Yeah, I can see that,
because it is odd, like in the afternoons and all that, and then people are in and out, and then like I said, like if it's just Transformers related, people will show up and stay, and they'll get the views after, right?
Yeah, and as far as the time goes, you know, people are at work, people are, you know, picking up kids from daycare or whatever the case may be, and they may not have, you know, the ability to watch it right there and then. So I think really the best time to do a live stream is at night, and you know, kind of like that prime time kind of hour, like that 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock kind of, you know, that kind of hour. That's when people are, you know, sitting down for dinner, or, you know, they don't want to watch TV, but they'd rather listen to something or whatever. That's when people are going to drive home, like getting off of work, drive home. Oh, you know, they can just pop it on, and just, put their phone in the cup holder and listen, or whatever the case is, however they would view it.
No worries, Robert. It's not about missing or not. If you can show up and hang out for anything, anytime, or watch it
Yeah.
later or whatever, it's all good.
No, you're good,
Big
Rob.
stream like this is just an off the hand, like these ones, like the Cybercast. That's what I think they do really well for me, is like, the Transformers related that people want to hear, and it's like it's quicker, like it's only maybe an hour and a half max. So the rewatchability is there, because it's like you see the title, you see exactly what you're getting, and like the first time I do it with an interview with someone might go on longer, but for the one, if it was just SDC Con, we jump on it and do it, it does well. Like the retention span is like a lot longer, because people actually want to hear that, right? Which is cool. So like I look into that stuff now, and it's just fun. But yeah, I think in evenings it's just you get more people.
Yeah, definitely.
And you get more people like that are like engaging. Yeah, and E-Man's doing. How is he?
Yeah.
I think
E-Man's doing pretty good as far as I know.
He wasn't here. Yeah. I know he's dealing with some burnout before, like us all, right? But it's just about the juggling of everything. Like I said, like you want to do it as a hobby, and if you do make something down the road from it, great. But it's just kind of finding that, like, I guess, like the balance, right?
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is like, when you get to a point, you kind of don't know what to do or what to talk about or anything anymore. Like there have been times where I've wanted to make a video about something real serious, like kind of like a public service announcement or something kind of deal. But it's a toy channel, right? So I don't know kind of how to handle that, right? So like I don't do it, right? It'd be like if you saw like Mr. Rogers like on ABC, talking about Columbine, you'd be like, what? Like it you know what I'm saying? Like it's just so off the left field type of thing for his show and what it is and stuff like that,
Yeah, I find that. And it's just like I said, the timing, and then just trying to like if it fits in with what you're doing, right?
Yeah, that's another thing too. And then, but for me, like the channel now has become like kind of when I feel passionate enough or want to do something special, like I want to make that Anti-Eternity He-Man video I was talking about, right, for the Masterverse line. I want to do that and just talk about it. Or when I have a custom figure I want to show off, or whatever it is. That's kind of what it's become, and I'm okay with that. And I think you have to, at a certain point, like if you keep, what I'm trying to say is like if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, you're going to face the burnout. And when that burnout happens, you really have to ask yourself, do you want to keep going with it? Or do you just want to step back, And there's no wrong answer there. You just have to figure out what you want to do,
Nice. Yeah, nice, Robert. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Like, we're always here to stream and interact with people. Yeah, it's just about figuring out, like, how and when. Like I said, for me, like I said, like I deal with so much other shit that, like, when I'm on my stuff, like, it's like I like to keep it kind of in the world, like, not too heavy on some stuff, and just like keeping the nerdy, collectible kind of fun way, right? Because that's what we're here. It's just like, kind of like I said, a downtime and escape, right?
Yeah, keeping that vibe going. Yeah,
just keep that vibe going, and then being a bit more personable. And then, like I said, like people are coming in from this, they're coming in from that. But I think it's just, for me, it's always just like I have that. Like I said, I was doing like the shorts every week, thousands of views. I was doing like the 3, 4, 5 live streams a week. My shit was going up so high, and then I just stopped for 2 weeks. But it's because, like I said, it wasn't from burnout from it. It's just I could do that all day, and it'd be great if I eventually get something from it. But I had to focus on like stuff that really, really matters. Like, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, I like to go to the gym. I've been eating healthier, but I'd love to continue that. Like the other day I got up at 8. The other day I got up at 7. One day I got up at 10. The day I got up at 10 a.m. is because I went to bed later, and it destroyed my whole day, like getting up that late,
Yeah.
The time I ate, showered, got ready, at 11 something, didn't go to the gym, 12 something, what's his name
Yeah.
gets home at a certain time, the whole day's gone at that point, right? But when I was up at 7, 8, 7 especially, like you're ready, and now I can go do this, go to the gym if I want, or just go for a run, go for a walk, come back, set up this, film that, do that, and maybe not shower, but like just focus on something else, and maybe come back and film something for something different. Then there's time to like eat lunch, edit, look over what I've done, go outside, relax, watch something, come back. Like it just, you have to have that balance, and I that's the part that I have the worst for me, is just finding like I eat healthy for a while, which I'm sticking to, but like just the balance of getting it all cohesive to work together. So I don't really get the burnout, but I just get like stagnant because I go like different, I focus, go here, focus there, and it's like it'd be better if it was all one rhythm.
Yeah.
Not forever. Like I always take a day off or a week off, and so I don't get the burnout. But it's just like trying to find the right balance of do this for now, then that for now. Because the one day too, I did so much, like, and it was like 9 at night. I finally sat down and relaxed, and I still feel like I didn't accomplish very much that day. And I already filmed this. I already like went and did all this other stuff and got this together, made dinner, went to the gym, like did all these things. I still didn't feel accomplished. So like I find that battle of like doing so much and still not feeling accomplished from it,
Yeah, that's why I kind of started like I started focusing on like one project at a time, and because if I had to, when I was doing those live stream news things every week, it was like, Wednesday would creep up on me, man, like really fast. And I'd be like, okay, like I want to do something today. Like I want to go to the bookstore, and I want to go toy hunting, and I want to this, that, and the other, and I'd be out and about at like noon or 1 o'clock, and I'm driving around, I'm sitting there, at like, some tea house or whatever, eating lunch and just hanging out. And then it would just click. I'm like, oh fuck, I got to do a live stream at 3. But like Wednesdays would kind of be like the only Tuesdays and Wednesdays, or Tuesdays or Wednesdays would be like the only day I would get really to myself just to kind of chill and relax. And if I took that day on a Wednesday, then I was like, oh shit, I need to, I got this live stream and whatever. So, and those days were really the only days I had to work on stuff. So if I had something to do on the cars, or something to do around the house, or fix this or work on that or whatever, like I was always working that around the 3 p.m. live stream. And then, if the live stream ran long, I'd still have to, do dinner prep and food prep for dinner and stuff.
Totally.
And stuff like that. So, and so what I do now, like, I don't know like when it happened or why it happened, but like I was like, okay, YouTube will be there. If I have something to say, I'll say something. And, I don't really like the subscribers that I have are, the subscribers that I have. I don't ever really see myself, getting past like 5,000-10,000 subscribers, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't, but when I have something to say, I'll say it, and the people that are there will see it. And if they feel like it's important enough to share, then they'll share it, right? Like it's part of that whole cycle. But I had to start focusing on things like, and all this stuff, like, taking time to do it, right? Like right now, I'm redoing The Office. We're switching off. I'm really the only one who's got enough time to do that. So Oracle's not helping with it. So, which I don't, which is fine. So I have to prioritize that. And then, so once that's done, I've got an engine torn down in the garage that I'm waiting on parts for. So, I'll rebuild that when those parts come in. And then, if somewhere in the meantime, if I have like a few days or 2 or 3 days or something, that if I'm done with The Office, I'm still waiting on all the parts to come in, then I'll do the He-Man video, like,
oh God, it's exhausting to think about. But yeah, no, I know it's so much. Even what he said, Robert, like get up 5 hours, 5 a.m., right? Work 10 hours if you're in a job like that, and then come home, dinner, 2 hours, chill. Not very much time to work on stuff, right? For me, it's like, yeah, me, like I'm not like I don't have a day job I go to, but like I have my online work and like I have to do it. And the same thing, like it takes hours sometimes to get shit going and balance it all. And it's just like it's go, go, go. Like I have to do this. Like I said, if I could eat better, go to the gym, work on this, work on that. And like you said, then if I like to have it a little more focused too. Like this block of time is for working on this, and then we switch over and not worry about, because like when you're jumping into all these different projects and some stuff hangs on, some stuff falls apart. But if you have dedicated days and times and blocks to this stuff, it's easier. But I guess it's just sticking with it, right? See you later.
And it's also like if that's your focus, like if you want to be a YouTuber and whatever you want to make something out of it, then that has to be your focus, right? And you have to treat it as such, you know what I'm saying? Like it has to be your job,
Mm-hmm.
You can't really like it like if you want to be like the next Mr. Beast or whatever, you can't get distracted, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a job. Like Rob's saying, you're up at 5 a.m. You're working on it, whether you're getting paid or not. If you got 100 subscribers, you got 1 million subscribers. It's 10-hour days, 8-hour days, and then it's editing, and then it's this and it's that, and it's constant.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's gonna have that. So I think at the end of the day, it's important to have like a very level-headed grasp on all of it,
Yeah, you can't be delusional. Like you have to have, like I said, you have to have good quality stuff now. You have to have those hours put in, and you have to commit to the grind. But like I said, like for me, it's just like I took it more of a hobby because my real grind is the other stuff, and I'm putting in the work there, and it's paying off. But it's like it's just you kind of have to pick and choose,
Right.
But then you miss it. Like I said, I've always said, like, oh, I tried to stop or I tried to do this. And then, like, even when I put out those 2 videos a year for that while back, and then I missed it,
Yeah. And that's the thing is like, if you have a calling for it to come back, like that's your creativity. And if it's your creative outlet, everybody needs to have a creative outlet. So, that's like I was telling E-Man, it's when you start to feel that burnout, you got to let it go. Excuse me. You have to let it go and let it come back to you,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do.
You can't like keep forcing it because that just makes it worse.
Mm-hmm. It does.
So
it gets tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, lots of stuff planned. Like I said, we got to get back to figure out something once a week. You know what I mean? Even if it's not always exactly the same time. It's just like I said, I can have you on the Cybercast for when Transformer stuff pops up, and we just do it that week. Just like the quick little, like, you know what I mean? Like get into it and done. And then like whatever else, some of this, like I said, we don't have to do a full 2 hours every time or anything, but we just always jump on this if we like have nothing to do, or we could still try the other one. Like I said, maybe try the Toy Cast one where you have some stuff to show and talk about some stuff, but like at a different time, maybe an evening one night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Thursdays at night, I do usually have time off. So
you just text me, call me,
yeah,
whatever, and call me, beat me whenever you want to reach me. And
this
as
is
always,
crazy. Here's my number, so call me, baby.
So yeah, you just let me know, and
not fooling anyone. I think we fooled you, darling. But yeah, no, it's funny. Yeah, like I said, it's just it's gotta keep working at it, right? Like I said, I think we do need to do one stream a week eventually here, especially if I'm doing that thing with Brett on Monday, and maybe join us there too once in a while or something, like just to like, because then if I had that plus me and you doing something once a week, and then if I did a couple of reviews or threw some other shorts up, like that'd be just enough for this to keep going, like trending on like a higher like level,
Right.
For me, makes it worth it. If I don't see growth of some sort or retention span, I just don't want to. I did try not to want to do it, but once I have that like bit of a rhythm going,
Right.
I'm sure you and Crack Puppy could get up to some stuff too, right?
Who's Crack Puppy?
Where the hell is Crack? Remember Crack Puppy?
Crack Puppy?
Yeah. Hey guys.
Oh, Crack Puppy. Yeah. Do some Crack
Yeah,
Puppy.
maybe you and Crack Puppy can get up to some shit. Hey, and don't forget about me, man. Please.
I've already forgotten you, buddy. Who are you?
How about Crack Puppy?
Yeah.
God damn, I thought I was the one cracked out.
No. Don't remember you. Don't
Yeah, I
remember
like to
you
get
at
on
all.
the chat too. I like to hit my pipe. I like to spend my, all my money every week. When I get my money, I like to spend it all on crack.
Yeah. No. Don't yeah, I don't know
I
who
collect
you are.
robots too, but they're the female kind, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. You do you, boo. And
Anyways, I miss you. I'll see you next Saturday.
that's cool. I'd say I miss you too, but I don't even know you.
But yeah, Crack Puppy, stuff like that. We'll get back into it all, flow of the game, but yeah, super awesome. I think, but we need something else to join you, and I would be more than willing to share some stuff. Yeah, Robert, message me on Facebook. Like I said, if you got the Transformer channel, I'll always have you on Cybercast, and that's just to sit down with me. We would do a review, an interview, and then we go over some news. And then after you're on that show once, it can always bring you in with more people. We got multiple shows, Danny and Friends, this hangout, so all that good stuff. But yeah, and you wrap us out here. You know where to find me: $2.99, $3.99, $4.99, $2.99, $1.99, soda pop all over the internet. But I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me, Mr. N-Beauty. It's been so fun. Look at that. 2 hours go by just like that. We only had Crack Puppy out for 2 minutes. So thank you.
Later, everybody.
Stay good. See you later, people. Bye-bye.
In the trans devil, I'm trans devil. Headlines twist on the bezel, bang, 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 relax. Running shoes, hit ground pressure. You're with the trans devil, trans devil, trans devil. 13 floors, next level. Call me crazy, call me special. Gold tooth grin, all dental. Made me this way. Danny Dolphin, headline villain on display. This is crazy daily, daisy to Satan lately. Contemplating my next painting, rage cycle escalating. You get mad, I feed the static. Kneel again, dramatic, tragic. On your knees at the Vatican. Shock value, imagine that. Word worship, mobile circus, fear machine working. Kids consume screens, RHL's forever burning. I'm a glitch, no off switch, no safe script. Talking genders, panic, evil masterminds again.